Okay. There we go. I don't know if anyone can see anything. Well, maybe. Okay, these are all done. What? What?
Quarter to 10.
Is it? I don't know what time I gotta be there. I gotta check. Bit of time. Okay. Alrighty. So, I wanted to show specifically what it looks like when they are. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. Oh, yep, that can work. All right, move that up there, down here. Okay, so in here, I had cut off the flower heads for cup plant. These were dried flower heads. If I left them on the plant, they would have scattered all through the yard. So I didn't want them to do that, so I cut them off. Cup plants are super tall. They are natives to Michigan, which means they like it here. They like the conditions, and they will grow very, 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 very well. But I don't want them growing all over my yard. I only want them to grow in particular areas. I could have left them for the birds, but again, I didn't want them to grow everywhere. So what I did is I just left them in the garage. They dry it all out real well. And in the wintertime, like now, it's snowing. This is them. Gives me something to do, garden related. It's not hard. You just squeeze it. Put them down. Squeeze them, put them down. This is the first time I've ever harvested these though. So multiple things show up on the plate. There's these large pieces. This was like the outsides of the flowers. Then there's these pieces that look kind of like zinnia seeds. You see it? Zinnia seed. And then there's these small narrow ones that look like marigold seeds. And I thought, I don't know if all of them are seeds or just these or just those. When I looked it up online, I saw these and not those. So my dilemma was how to separate the big from the little. I already did a whole bunch of them here, and I thought, ugh, how am I going to do this? Ugh, how am I going to do this? So I already know I'm going to store them in a mason jar. What I like to do is I like to reuse the lids for dry ingredients, like dehydrated stuff, or in this case for seeds. So this is garden marker. It was either garden marker or it was Sharpie, the writing on here. Super easy. Take dry erase marker and just scribble it. Give it a minute. And then you can take a napkin or a towel or something. I just have a dry erase marker. I'm just going to erase it right off. Comes right off like that. I'm not using this for canning again. Only for dehydrated stuff or for like my seed storage. So now I'm going to put in here what it's called. And of course, I forgot to put 2 P's. So cup plant, CUP. PLANT, and then the year I harvested them, not right now, 2024, but 2023, is when I harvested them from the plant. And I have a ring. I always have rings, extra rings. So they're going to go in here when we're done. Not yet. Okay, and then put that back over here. So I had all of these that I already took off. I just take them off. If I can get them out by themselves, it's a lot easier. And then I just rub, and they come right off, which is all fine and dandy. And you can see they leave these little shells of leaves. That's fine. Nice and dry. What time is it? Oh yes, good time. Okay. But it's got everything in it. It's got the little ones and the big ones. So that was what the dilemma was about. How would I be able to separate them? So here is my handy dandy solution. I've got a strainer. I bought these stainless steel strainers for all kinds of other things, like when I do tomatoes, or if I'm dumping canned foods into there to drain the liquid out, or draining beans for chilies or whatever. Anyway, pour these in here, and I found out that by just shaking it vigorously, these little seeds are coming right out into this roast pan. This is our handy dandy roast pan we use for everything. So it is clean, it's just stained. And they are falling down into this roast pan. So now I've got just the big seeds here. And I got the little seeds there. And like I said, I don't know. I don't think those are seeds. I'm going to have to look that up a little bit more. I know these are seeds. These bigger ones. So they look like that. They're just like fluffy. And they look like zinnia seeds. And those are going to go in the mason jar like that. So most of them in this mason jar are the large ones. So I'm just taking little bits at a time. It's a little tedious, but I don't want to have a mixture of everything in there. That's not going to be handy. I'll just gently shake, 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 shake. What does it go? Shake, shake, shake your what? No, not shake your booty. Shake, 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 da da. I can't remember. Da 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 da. Dun 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 da da. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 da da. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 da da. Dun 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 da. Shake, 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 shake. Yeah, I guess if you're old, you could say shake your booty. Oh no, I shook too vigorously and I'm getting all these little, oh no, I'm getting the big ones out. Don't do shake your booty because it'll make you shake too much. Put these back in here where you belong. You don't want those flat ones in there. Just these skinny things. And the big ones go back in there. All right. There. Shaking, 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 shaking. Not stirred. Is there one in there? Nope, those are all little. Okay. Separating the seeds from the chaff. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see anything. There. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da. Ta-da-da-da-da-da. I guess I could download this and put it on a fast speed too. And round it goes. These heavy metal people and their hairband people, round and round, goes around, comes around. I'll tell you why. That's rat, Dave says. That's really old. Round and round. There you go. I don't see a whole lot of those coming out anymore. Now we got just the flat seeds that we're looking for. Still haven't found what we're looking for. What? Yeah, that's me too. And then funnels make life so much easier. Ta-da, ta-da-ta-da. And so far, so good. Some more. This is something you can have your kids do for you. Put them to work, why not? As long as you're not making a big mess. See, I'm trying to keep it as mess-free as possible, so Dave doesn't have to clean up after me, because he will try and do that. And just shake, 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 shake. I don't even know how that goes. I can't look it up on my phone because I'm live. And shake it up and go round and round. I'm looking down underneath to see how many are coming out. It's kind of like popcorn. Like when you only hear 1 or 2 pops anymore, they say that's when it's done. You pull it out before it burns. So I'm just taking a look here to see. Nope, that's about all of them. Nope, there's still more. Never mind. It's raining chaff. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Hallelujah. There we go. I don't see a lot more of the little ones in there. Good. So our funnel. I'm gonna shake them here. Shake them there. Shake them everywhere. Put them in the funnel. The funnel. There we go. I'm usually doing this with my coffee. Things like this. Start my day off saving seeds. So you can do this method with larger seeds. You could do this with sunflower seeds. You could do it with zinnia seeds. Although zinnia seeds also include these. So zinnia seeds are really... No, marigold seeds look like this. So I don't know if those are seeds. I guess I could test it out and put some in water and see if they sprout. But in the meantime, I'm going to separate them. I could even keep a jar of the skinnies and the flat ones. They have their own jars. And yes, this is kind of like watching paint dry, I suppose. Oops, don't throw that in there. It goes in here. And then here. Whoa, there's some over here. And over here. And over here. And over here. These seeds are for cupplant. Cupplant is a native of Michigan. It grows 8 to 10 feet tall. And it likes to spread. The tops flowers are small. They're about this big around, and they're shaped like a sunflower. They kind of look like a Jerusalem artichoke flower. And the insects love them. There we go. They aren't called cupplant because of the flowers, though. They are called cupplant because the leaves at the stem form a cup shape. They form a shape like this at the stem, and water catches inside those leaves, which draws birds and bugs and other pollinators to it. And sometimes the bugs fall in the water and then the birds get to eat them. Sometimes just the birds drink the water or the insects drink the water. But they are not, these are not hard plants to grow. And then there's some extras I just pulled out. These are not difficult to grow. They are not fussy. They do not demand super nice soil or anything like that. But with that in mind, they are a native. And natives, people say natives are not invasive because they belong there. They're indigenous. They're not invasive. But natives can be very rude as far as not staying in place where they belong, where you put them. Here's a collection of seeds together. Whoops, so they're falling out and coming apart nice and dry. So again, if you plant cup plant, you are going to attract all kinds of bees and butterflies and hoverflies and birds and all kinds of things. Not snapdragons, dragonflies. You're going to attract all kinds of things to your yard with cup plant. And it's super tall. It's very dramatic. But you better decide where you're going to plant it beforehand. Make a wise decision. If it's an area that's on the sides of your property that you don't mind if they spread, then put them there. We have 3 along the, I guess I don't need this now to collect it. I'll just collect them right in here. We have 3 cup plants along the very eastern part of our yard. And it is on the inside of the privacy fence that faces west. So they're on the west side of the privacy fence inside the yard. And I don't mind if they spread all up in there because it's very nice. It's very dramatic. It's a large, like, sculpture plant. There's a couple seeds right there, hanging onto the stem. It's a very large sculpture plant, and it really attracts all kinds of pollinators. And again, it's a native. So it's going to grow all on its own. It doesn't need fancy soil. It can grow in clay soil. It can grow in sandy soil. It can grow in rocky soil. And you will probably, if you put 1 cup plant in, you will probably get several little babies just the following year. Because it spreads by seed, and I do believe it spreads underground as well by root. Super easy. I'm just rubbing them gently. They're dry, very dry, because I've kept them in the garage. And it's going to be like this for anything that likes to spread, whether they're native or not. So, one other plant that I cut off the flower seeds, the seed heads, was the orange blackberry lily. They look like blackberries, but don't eat them. They're not edible. And I got those seeds off the flower heads a couple weeks ago, and I'm storing them as well in the in mason jars. So you can do that with those. You can do that with, let's see what else likes to spread. You could do that with your Cosmo, because they'll spread on their own. They'll make seed, and then the wind will catch it, or the birds will eat them, and they'll spread by themselves. If you don't want them to spread, you can do that with your butterfly bushes. People say that butterfly bushes are invasive because they are not native. But as soon as the flowers fade on your butterfly bushes, you can actually cut them back to like the stem or to the next set of leaves, and you'll see tiny little leaves and you'll see tiny little flower buds. Cut them back, deadhead them if you don't want them to spread. And the benefit of deadheading the butterfly bushes is that you're going to get more flowers. All right, that's a good amount. And then I'm trying to get rid of the skinny ones in there that look like zinnia seeds. And keep the big ones that look like, no, the skinny ones look like marigold seeds, and then the big ones look like zinnia seeds. Or zinnia, however you want to say it. I don't care. You say it however you want. I'm just shaking them to get rid of the chaff. No chaffing. Or no chafing. Is it chafing or chaffing, Dave?
Depends, the regional.
It's regional? Yeah. Trying to get rid of the chaff. Because I don't want to store chaff in here. That's just plant material that could end up spoiling the seeds. If there's something on them. I just want the seeds. Just the seeds, not the stems. Who is that, Dave?
Cheech and Chong.
Cheech and Chong. No stems, no seeds that you don't need. All right. Those look pretty good. And that took the weight down. So if I was weighing these, like to send them to customers, and I said, you know, I've got 3 ounces of cup plant seeds, I don't want this to be weighing it down as well. And I don't want it to take up the bulk of the packaging as well. So now, I'm going to use our funnel. Oops, I should show it this way so you can see it. If you're watching. Funnels are amazing. Get some funnels. Get some stainless steel funnels. They'll last you forever. And you can easily sanitize them. Think of like a... stainless steel is awesome. So we have stainless steel funnel. Stainless steel strainers. These are great. Think of hospital equipment. Hospital equipment is all stainless steel. It's easy to sanitize. Boiling water doesn't affect it. Bleach doesn't affect it. Germs don't live on it. Stainless steel is amazing. And that was my TED Talk. Oops, I'm going to put my funnel back. Here, my strainer. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Okay, those will go in there too. And if the branches won't come off, then I'll just get the buds. There's a bud there. There's some buds there. I can toss all these leftover branches into the compost pile now. They'll break down and I won't have many seeds having volunteers in the compost pile. Oh, there's a lot there. Come on, come on. You can see part of the cup right here. This is one of the sections of cup. And water, like I said, water collects in the cup plants right here. And then the insects and the pollinators come. They drink from them. The insects land in them. The bugs eat them, etc. These actually would be kind of nice for dried flower arrangements too, probably. Kind of got a nice look to them. But today I gave seeds. Keep that one out. There's another piece of cup. This is actually just going to go all the way around, but it just dried off. It dried off. Alright, almost done. I'm working on these for a couple days. Just a little at a time. That's the thing. Sometimes when I look at things, like when I looked at the whole bucket, because this whole thing was filled with cup plant heads right here. And it was filled. And my brain said, ugh, that's so many. Ugh, because my brain's really whiny, you know. And I have learned over the years that I do better with little bits at a time. There's a saying, how does a a mouse eat an elephant? And the answer is one bite at a time. So I can trick my brain. I could just leave this stuff out, and then every couple hours go and do a couple, and then go do something else and come back and do a couple, and then also I trick my brain and I say, listen, we have to have this project done before we can start others. Now, to save time, as a lazy gardener, I am always about saving time. So these are where the seeds were. You don't want to come on camera?
No.
Killing me,
They don't want
Smalls.
to see me anyway.
Sure they do.
No.
Right there. Okay. These are where the seed heads were sitting. And I was able to rub gently on the top of the seed heads and pull them out without putting these in. Because I don't think these are seeds. I think they were just holding the seeds in place, the flower in place. So the seeds would get fertilized. And then just rub them gently. And there they go. There's another one. I think if I rub it gently, I can pull just the seed head out. And leave that. So this isn't in with my seeds as well. Won't get all junky. There we go. Sweet. That can work. Time is it? 10:03. So I'm going to pull this gently out. Because that's the thing. You can grow stuff and then dry it yourself. And you could sell these to people. Or you can use them for your own stock for later. Again, these are natives. Cup plants are natives. Oh, look at that. Just a couple seeds in there. There we go. It's funny when I start getting anal about seeds. I'm like thinking about that song from Monty Python. Every sperm is sacred. Those are old enough to understand. We'll get it. Every sperm is good. There. So now I'm not going to have the flower head that cups it. I'm only going to have seeds. I think there were seeds in there, but moving on. Sprinkle and go. If a sperm is wasted, God gets quite irate. And that's supposed to be a joke in reference to Lutherans being able or allowed to use birth control versus Catholics who say no birth control. That was the joke. But that's just what I think about when I'm doing my seeds. This part of the project is something probably an adult should do, but kids who are a little older and nimble with their fingers could do it. There you go. And these are really, 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 really dry. I could probably put a desiccant inside the jar with it. But I also could use the method that we use for conditioning dehydrated foods, where I put it in the jar. You put them in the jar and you seal it up. When you leave space, leave space so that you can shake them around. And then you shake it around every day, a bunch, to make sure they're not sticking. And then you know any moisture that's left inside the jar is distributed equally and isn't going to cause an issue. If they're clumping, then you have to take them out again and let them dry. That would go with any of your herbs. Herbis. So I'm going to gently pull this. The cool thing is too is, I mean, if you are somebody who uses like sprays and stuff on your lawn, like weed and feed or herbicides and insecticides and stuff, you could grow these in a different portion of your yard. And the flowers are so high, you should not have an effect on the pollinators. I know there's some people really like to see pretty grass. I get it. They don't want to see weeds in their lawn. I get it. There's got to be a spot in your yard though where nothing's growing that you want to be growing, and you could put these in there. go. That's about it. But I guess that would be the caution too, is because these are natives, they're going to attract the native bug life. So if they're going to attract the native bug life, you don't want to kill the native bug life, you know? You know what I mean, Vern? You want to keep those healthy on your property. Oh, here's another cup. This one is not dried all the way. That's interesting. It's still kind of green. Another cup around the stem leaves that fill up with water on a cup plant. You can go to my YouTube channel and if you wanted to find just about the cup plants, you actually could go to YouTube and do a search on the word cup plant, C-U-P-P-L-A-N-T, make it one word together, and then type in the Lazy Northern Gardener, and that's where you will find more videos about cup plant. You can see them in the wind, you can see them with the pollinators, and you can decide for yourself whether that would be a plant that you want in your yard. Oh, I just sprayed that everywhere. Cup plant. All right. I'm motivated because I got a different project I want to get going here. So I told my brain that's a whiner that we need to finish one project before starting the other. That's the other part, is I tried to squeeze them out, and that kind of works well too. They're where the flower petals themselves stay on the stem. That seemed to work. Let's see, kind of like popping not a zit, but I don't know. Let's see if I can squeeze it gently. Some of them came off. There we go. And then it just kind of falls apart. And then squeeze it gently and wiggle it like a tooth, like a loose tooth, one of your kids' loose tooth. And the kids might find parts of this stuff interesting if you make it fun. You say, hey guys, let's go wiggle the flower teeth out. Okay, Mom. Okay, Dad. Wiggle the flower teeth. Wiggle them out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. And they go right into here. Just make sure that you are okay with some mess. Put down a tarp if you want to. Put down some paper or something. Show them how to do it and do it with them so they can learn it. Because the minute you put them on a task, especially if it's something new, if they've never done it before and you just walk away, they are not going to want to stick around. They're going to get bored. They want your presence to be around. Even if you do 1 to their 5, they want your presence around. So get them going, but stick around till they know what they're doing, till they like what they're doing. Make it fun. If you make things fun, kids will do them. There you go. Oh, I like those better. And also check their work. Make sure that they know what your expectations are for what they're doing. Oh, okay. These are the middles of the flowers I'm seeing. I see patterns a lot of times, but this is the pattern I see now. The skinny ones are the middles. Look at them. I'm just going to toss that right away. Okay. Alrighty. I suppose if I looked at the cup plant anatomy, I would find that out. Oh yeah, there you go. There's middles. And they're staying together. I'll take that out right now. There we go. These are the ones I want to leave on the stems. Not going to serve any purpose. And I think my bucket is almost empty. Let's see. Oh, not too many more. I always shake your bucket because there's probably more in there. There we go. Let's see. Just got a couple flowers here. which is good because I gotta get going. Ow. Okay, there we go. They do not hurt. I just said ow because my leg is getting annoyed by sitting down. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna wrap this up. And the other thing is my brain gets bored easy and it's like, hurry up. Like, no. Do it right. Do it right. There. Don't do it at all. New gardeners, they get so excited and they're like in a hurry, like, well, what can I do to make this grow faster? What can I do to make this grow faster? But they don't understand necessarily what goes on with the plants because they're newer gardeners. So when you plant a seed and you keep it moist and can you even see this stuff? I don't know. When you keep the seed coat moist, keep that dirt moist, the seed coat gets thinner and like weaker, and that is when the seed can germinate. But it germinates downward first. Your seed is going to grow roots first. Roots. Whoops. Oh, I gotta go. Your seed is going to grow roots, and you won't see anything going on for a while. And you're like, what is going on? Like some things like peppers, some flowers, they take a while, and you won't see anything going on. You're like, oh, it's taking forever. Well, what's going on is underneath the soil, and you can't see it. They're growing roots first. Then, by the time you see the little seedling popping its head out, that is when the that's when you think it germinated, but it germinated beforehand. And so when you see the seedling popping its head out, there's roots all underground. And they usually send like one root in particular down, down, down. And when you water from the bottom, that's when those roots go longer. And from the longer roots grow smaller roots in search of water. So you don't want to keep your seedlings soaking wet. You do want to water from the bottom. You want to let the tops dry out a little bit in between watering so you get more roots. If the plants are looking for water, they're going to grow more roots. And that's what you want, more roots. When your seedlings first come out, they have that those little baby leaves called cotyledons. And they have enough energy, the plant has enough energy in those little cotyledons to take care of itself. They don't need fertilizer. That's what the plant uses to start off its life. And from that energy of the cotyledons, the little baby leaves, comes the main leaves. The cotyledons don't technically need light because they have all the energy inside it. But if you can put your seedlings right under the light, like if you had them just in a warm place to grow and you didn't have a lot of light space, you could wait until they pop out of the soil and then put them under lights and they will be fine. If you can do both, that's like optimal. Lights and warmth and moisture. All right. Oh no, I just made a big pile. Gotta do this a little at a time. Get the little pieces out. So that's where the magic happens, is under the ground and you can't see them. Okay, well, I can't finish this project yet. So I gotta get to my appointment. That's the thing too, people say, oh, I don't have time to do blah, 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 blah. But if you do a little at a time, just a little at a time, then pretty soon it adds up to big. All right, those are not done yet. Do it right or don't do it, Tam. Okay. All right, so I gotta leave this for now. Once I shake them all out, they're gonna go in the funnel. I'm gonna collect them in here, in a jar. I'm going to leave some space. I'm going to condition them just like I would dehydrated foods, where I shake it every day, make sure there's not clumping up, and then I'm going to store them. But I did already label a reused canning lid. And I have my ring ready too. And then away we go. So have a good Saturday. Love y'all. Learn and grow some more. Tammy Lowe, Lazy Northern Gardener. Bye.